Hi. So, I think you all know that it's pretty important that all of us have, some sort of hobby or activity that can take us away or distract us from daily stressors like work, school, or anything else that might give us stress. My senior year, I started longboarding as a hobby, and all of my other friends have been doing it for a couple years now, and I was just kind of getting into it. So, one day, my friends and I decided that we're going to go down to a hill. It's one of the bigger hills in my area. And we're going to, start downhilling it and stuff. So, first goes my friend Ben, then my friend Steven, and then I follow after them. Well, we decide that we don't really want to walk up the hill again. And my friend Alex, whose longboard had actually just recently broken, decided that he's going to drive down. We're going to just catch a ride back with him, go back up the hill so we don't have to waste the energy. But my friend Ben decides that whenever Alex gets down the hill, that we're not going to just get in the car, load up all of our stuff, and ride up there. He says, hey, I have an idea. I'm going to skitch on the back of the car. For those of you who don't know, skitching is whenever you're on a board and you grab onto the back of a driver's car and ride around with them. Well, me, being my arrogant, stubborn self, say, oh, I know. I'll skitch the back of the car with Ben. So Alex drives down, pulls over in his car. Steven gets in the passenger seat with his longboard. Me and Ben, on our longboards, decide to grab the back of his car, and he starts driving up the hill. Well, Steven starts encouraging Alex that he should drive faster because he thought it would be funny. Well, Alex decides to keep speeding up, gets up to about 35 miles an hour, and my board starts shaking all over the place. So I'm on the right side of the car holding on to it. And once my board starts shaking, I let go of the board and try to stiffen out so I can straighten the board, but that didn't work. So my board cuts really sharply to the right. I go flying off of the thing and land directly on my right shoulder. As soon as I fell off, Ben let go, he turned around, kind of checked on me. Steven and Alex keep driving up to the top of the hill. I hear them asking me if I'm alright. Ben rolls up next to me, say, hey man, you doing alright? And I reach up towards, my right shoulder up in that area, and I feel this big bump. And that's when I realized, crap, I broke my collarbone. So at this time, my mom was taking my little sister to the dentist, so I had to ask Ben to drive me in his car, who then calls my mom and lets her know, very cautiously, that I had to go to the hospital. So there's this family doctor that we had seen for years at a place called Omni Medical Group. That's maybe half a mile away from wherever we were longboarding. And I go in there, I tell them that, hey, I just broke my collarbone, I need to see a doctor really soon. And I had to wait for an older lady who was complaining about the price of her copay to see her. She continued complaining for about 5 minutes or so, and then Ben and I were just like, alright, we're just going to go to the hospital. So he drives me to the emergency room where I see a doctor real quickly. All's fine, we're in there. They have me on some pretty solid painkillers, so I'm not feeling too bad anymore. We take a pretty awesome picture. Moral of the story, though, is if you're feeling too lazy to walk up a hill, you should probably just do it, because if you fall off of a car, you're going to break a bone. Thanks, guys.